YouTube? It's your girl Shy Gemini. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. I had a wonderful Mother's Day. I went to my mother's house. I ate real good. Then I went home. So didn't have to worry about cooking or nothing like that. So I just got to relax. I hope you all did the same. I'm back in here tonight because I am going to be reviewing Basketball Wives. So that is another show that I'm adding to my list. Tonight was the season premiere of season 7 for Basketball Wives. So let's get into it. We start off with Malaysia and Jackie, and they're at this goat yoga thing. I'm like, this has to be Jackie's idea because we all know Jackie is crazy as hell, and she brought her craziness from the last season. So they're in there doing this yoga. They're getting ready to get on the mat, and the goat just starts shitting all over the floor. And I'm not talking about like they almost look like mouse droppings, but it was just like a consistent flow of shit going on the ground. And Malaysia said it was like Skittles falling. And I was like, ew, like that's disgusting. But yeah, so they're doing that. Now, Jackie mentioned that they will jump on your back if you're in a certain position. So what she do? She goes into that position and the goat jumps on her back. But she starts acting crazy like she didn't know that was going to happen. Jackie is crazy as hell, y'all. Like, crazy. So, after that happened, she was done with it. She was like, I'm not into this no more. But basically, she told us that she's been trying to be on this healthy kick. She's done the liposuction, and Jackie actually looks good. She really does look good. As far as her weight and stuff, she's kept her weight down. So, that's cool. Malaysia says she's been bi-coastal, so she's been going back and forth between LA and Atlanta. Her children are in Atlanta, so you know she's divorced. Hop over to Shiny. Shiny is actually getting into the weed business, and I'm like, I would love to get into that business. So she's going into this little weed factory. I don't know what the hell it was, and she's looking at the different weed and smelling it, and I was like, oh wow, like I never would have expected Shiny to be in that, but that's a good business to get into right now, to be honest. Like, it is. She had one of her sons with her, Miles, and even though I think he's in school, she wants him to possibly think about joining a business venture with her with the marijuana. So I'm like, I wish my mama would go into the weed business and ask me if I wanted to be involved. Yeah, so interesting. Tammy's been doing good. She was on Wild and Out. She's been doing really good with her bonnet chronicles. I know a lot of you have probably seen that on Instagram where she has this bonnet on and she's just being real ghetto and talking about, talking shit about some of the things that we see. So she FaceTimes Jennifer, and Jennifer, of course, is back. And they were talking about, I guess, seeing the girls and, some shadiness again with Tammy and Evelyn. I thought they were cool. I thought they had worked out their differences, but apparently not. So we'll see. Jen and Ev meet, and it's actually cool to see them conversing again because they fell out and they hadn't talked for like 5 years. It was actually mentioned. So they're walking and they're talking about Jen, who was dating this guy, and we all know who the guy is. It's Tim. Tim is Miss Robbie's son from Sweetie Pies. He got the baby making hips and he wear the mohawk. So we all seen that play out also on social media. They broke up. They were dating at first, but then they broke up. Then Jen filed for this restraining order against Tim, and it got messy. So she wants him to basically leave her alone. She's saying that he's been stalking her. So I can kind of believe it. I've seen when I used to watch Sweetie Pies, his relationship with the mother of his child, who she was actually his fiance at first. It was a messy relationship. Jennifer did like how we normally do. She thought she could change him, and of course he didn't change. So after she was talking about that, Evelyn is talking about her breakup with Carl. You know, she was engaged to this baseball player. She had a baby by him, but they didn't go through with it. It sounds like from what she was saying, he was cheating on her, so they couldn't work it out. She wanted to work it out, but I don't think dude wanted to work it out. She said, you know, she wanted to work it out, but she don't think it's gonna happen. And of course, she started crying about that. We jump over back to Jackie in Malaysia, and it's really irrelevant. She was talking about her and Doug and their nasty ass, and him watching porn, and then it talked about bringing a woman into, I guess, their situation. And she said Doug was talking about, what about Malaysia? They've been trying to sleep with Malaysia for a while now. Like, I really believe Jackie and her husband want to have a threesome with Malaysia. And it's more so Jackie. So, she talks about her issues with Evelyn. And I'm like, oh my God, this another season of this drama. So, Jackie said she's not going to apologize to her again, which I agree with her. She shouldn't have to apologize to Evelyn anymore. She already did about saying whatever she said about Evelyn's daughter. So, no need to apologize about that. Malaysia said, well, you know, since you're in a good place now, Jackie, you need to try to fix your relationship with your daughter, Takari. So, she doesn't know about that because she was basically saying like she's in a point in her life where she is, I guess, fucking up and she needs to figure it out on her own. But I'm like, Jackie, I mean, I don't think she's honestly, I think you may have to step in just a little bit, not a lot. I know she's grown, but I mean, you have the resources. Why not help her? But I'm not in a situation, so I'm not going to speak on it. She was like, also, you know, you need to try to fix it with Evelyn. But I don't think Jackie's down for that. Didn't seem like it to me. The next scene is Jen going to court. She goes to court because she wants to get the restraining order against Tim. Come back, a temporary restraining order was granted. So she got what she wanted because she was talking about she was scared and feared for her life or whatever. So she got her restraining order. We hop over to Malaysia and her cousin. She was visiting her cousin Byron and Thomas Scott. They were both coaches in the NBA, and she introduced us to their significant others. So Thomas' wife is Kristen, and Byron's girlfriend is Cece. We can tell Byron is a much older gentleman and Cece is a much younger young lady. So he left his wife for 29 years. She said it was messy, and now he's dating this young hot tenderoni over here, Cece. So yeah. So they're sitting there talking, and they're talking about having a party, like a Mardi Gras themed party. I think Malaysia, I don't know if Malaysia is throwing it or Kristen was the one that said she wanted to throw it. So, but anyway, they're throwing this Mardi Gras themed party, and they want to invite the girls. So we'll see how that goes. Tammy and Reggie catch up. They have dinner together because apparently since Tammy has been on the road and busy, they haven't got a chance to spend time with each other. She's been saying she's booked with the Bonnet Chronicles. She's going to be working with Snoop. That's a good thing. That's cool. The scene, Evelyn and Jen are working out. They're talking about if they're dating, they're going to date. Jen said, at this moment, I'm turned off at the idea of dating. Evelyn confirms that she has been dipping in French Montana's pond or whatever. I don't know why these women be going in for French Montana. He is not cute to me. Like, not at all. So, yeah, she's been messing around with him. I don't think it's nothing serious. I think they just get together and occasionally fuck sometimes. Like, honestly speaking. So, yeah, I don't see that being long term. Matter of fact, I don't even think that they're still messing around now. Like, I don't even think they're messing around anymore. So, Shiny comes to the workout, and they bring up Tammy and, you know, the rift between her and Evelyn, and I don't know what the hell is going on, honestly. I thought they were cool. Honestly, I thought they were cool from the past episodes that took place, but Tammy, I don't know. It seemed like Tammy really don't see it for her, and I don't think Evelyn really gives a shit either. But they also bring up Jackie, and I don't think Evelyn sees it for her either, and I don't think Shiny does, because you know Shiny and her kind of got into it towards the end of the season. Also, Jackie is shopping with the daughter that she likes, Chantal, and the baby is cute. They had the baby. She's cute. And they were talking about Malaysia's party and being concerned with Evelyn being there and if it was going to be some drama and, you know, if she's going to bring up her daughter, whatever. So Chantel actually encourages Jackie to talk to Evelyn, but, you know, Jackie is crazy. We're at the party. Evelyn and Jan meet Kristen and Coco, and of course they're being their usual judgy self. They're judging them. They're talking about Cece with her tits out, because they were out, but you know, they were judging them in my eyes. They also met Byron and his wild hogs that was sitting off in the corner to themselves. Well, it's like looking at all them senior citizens sitting off to the corner by themselves. And of course, Evelyn and Jan noticed that and they started talking about that as well. So, Jackie and Chantel show up and meet Kristen and Cece. And of course, it's tension already because, you know, Evelyn and Jackie don't see it for each other. So, that happens. Then Shiny comes and she speaks to everybody and they're talking. And next thing I know, Kristen wants to do a toast with all of the girls. They weren't really feeling it. Evelyn and Jackie really weren't feeling it because, you know, they're uncomfortable. They didn't even speak to each other. So to stand in a circle with somebody that you don't like, you didn't even speak to them, and now to do a toast, like, I wouldn't want to do that either. So Tammy can't come. She sends a message through Jennifer saying that she's saying hello to everybody she fucks with. So shade within itself. And Evelyn was like, I know she's referring to me. So I don't even understand why she had to repeat that. Like, Jennifer, I can definitely tell you are on your messy shit this season. Like, I can tell. You and Shiny with her sneak shading ass. Because she'll try to sneak and do it. But Jennifer, you definitely are coming with the shit and being shady this season. I can feel it in my bones. So, Chantel says she wants to talk to Evelyn. She was like, look, I want to just break the ice, talk to her. She goes upstairs to where they're at. Because at this point, Evelyn and Jan went into another area. So Chantel goes upstairs and Jackie's like, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, Jackie, calm the fuck down. Like, just calm down. Your daughter has more sense than you do, to be honest. But she goes up there, she was like, I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself. I'm Chantal. And they talk about the situation. And she was like, look, you know, it's cool, whatever. Evelyn and her are conversing and talking about the situation. And I guess Evelyn was letting her know that she didn't appreciate her talking about her daughter. But it wasn't no confrontation. It was no beef. So Jackie's downstairs going crazy and acting like a complete fool. And like, oh, my daughter, if she says anything I to my daughter, like she's ready to fight and jump. And I'm like, it's not even that damn serious. She's not even fighting, Jackie. Like, calm the fuck down. She's not even on that. So she comes back downstairs. She was like, see, I'm fine. I still got my weave, my hair. I'm okay. Jackie was like, Evelyn's trying to manipulate my daughter and talk to my daughter and get her to turn against me. And I'm like, what? First of all, Jackie, Evelyn went upstairs and was minding her own business. Your daughter went up to her. She had nothing to say to your daughter. Okay? Why? You're nuts. So they leave. And she's going all crazy. She's still, after the girl then came downstairs and said everything was okay, she still was acting crazy. I'm like, take her old ass home, because she is acting crazy. The last scene is Tammy, Jan, and Shiny meeting up at this place to catch up. Finally, Tammy was able to meet with somebody because she's been booked all this time. So she meets up with them. They're talking, they're catching up. And again, the conversation comes up about Evelyn. And, you know, she says she's cool or whatever. And Jan was like, you know, Evelyn has been very supportive of me through this entire process with this whole stalker thing. And Tammy was like, oh, really? Like, that's interesting because I remember you talking to me on the phone and telling me you would never talk to her again. So that's interesting. And I'm like, I know Jen probably said that, Tammy, but people do change and they change their minds. And if they really genuinely work things out and they're able to talk again, what is the big damn deal? Like, for one, we all knew that Jen and Evelyn were real friends before they fell out. They were friends. So, okay, they made up. So what? So why do you have your panties in a bunch? And then Shiny, again with her sneak, shady ass, was talking about the fact that Evelyn be impersonating Tammy. So she was like, oh yeah, really, really? So I forgot what they said. I'm sorry, I forget. But Tammy gets up to go and then she impersonates Evelyn. And Shiny and Jennifer sitting there looking like, oh, you wrong, you shady, you shady. Why did you bring that up, Shiny? Why? Why did you bring up the fact that she impersonate her? Because you know Tammy is not no type that's going to take that line down. She'll go and say something to Evelyn about that. So, yeah, Shiny, again, I say you a sneaky, shady person. So, but anyway, that was the episode, guys. It looked like it might be a very interesting season. I hope it is because, you know, they play these trailers and be having you all hyped, and then you watching the season like, this is nothing like the trailers. Like, that is my review for the first episode of Basketball Wives season 7, I believe. So I will catch you all next week, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. All right? Talk to you soon.